Hey guys, hi everybody. So Monica here with Brazilian Samba. Come on in guys, join in. Let's see who's coming. Hi guys. Yeah, I can see people are joining in. Hello. Hi. Okay, so are you guys ready? Brazilian Samba today, 1 o'clock. And very happy because I could secure this slot. So we are going to be dancing every Monday 1 o'clock with my Brazilian Samba here. So those who are looking forward to it, just make sure you are here on Mondays 1 o'clock for half an hour. And I'm going to build. So I'm going to do a little bit of basic and just to warm you up, and every Monday I'm going to give you some of my moves, sequences, short ones but sweet ones. So alright guys, so we're gonna go for it. We're gonna start with the right. So that's my right. Remember, the phone is flipped because I'm streaming from my mobile, and then it's kind of flipped over. So that is my right. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do guys, which I normally do, but it just looks a little funny, but okay. So my black is my right leg, all right? So that's gonna be the reference. So that's the right. Always gonna start with the right. So just gonna repeat it through. Basic step is going to be 3 steps, 1, 2, 3, and then hold it on 4. 1, 2, 3. So literally just relax your body, work with the gravity, hip down, and then lift it on 3 and then hold it on 4. So knee up, and then as you lift your knee, your hip drops to the other side. So do not lift your leg by lifting your hip, but just relax. Okay, so basic things. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now if you're a beginner and you're just starting, guys, that's all you have to do. Very simple. Just get that into your second nature. Practice it, any music, all day long until you really can speed up and just carry on doing it for as long as you can. Now in Samba, remember, we don't jump. So it stays in one level. Keep your body in one level and just literally work with your feet, relaxing your hip. Although Samba is all about the bum and then wobbling around and shaking, but really it's only a side effect of your footwork. Okay, so once you get into that, then the next level is going to be really define the steps. So you're going to go step back, forward, slide together, swap. So same principle, but I'm going to use the steps into space. So back, forward, together, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, hold it on 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, so these are the very basic things. What you need to remember, I teach that in my classes, normally Friday 7:30 on dancemyway.co.uk. You can book in and be drilling. So now I wanted to really kind of turn that hip a little bit. So as you lift that knee, I wanted to do a little kind of like twisting. So when you twist it, you naturally, your leg will lead you into that slide back. Okay, that tiny step back. Now that step back is going to be really tiny, so we're not going back like we would do in salsa, for example, but literally just drop that leg behind, slide forward, and then change weight going back. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Alright guys, I'm gonna put the music on, we're gonna practice, and then we're gonna go warm up with the practice, and then we're gonna go for a little routine. Okay. as I said, just always focus on really relaxing. Do not control the hips. So the hip will really just follow the footwork, and then when you really manage to relax, then you can go faster. As soon as you start controlling the hip, then it slows you down, and really accelerating your footwork, really get into that shimmy. So 1, 2, hold, and that 1, 2 in between, the way you practice is just go for the shimmy, 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 shimmy. So this is where you really get to understand how you can relax, just really relax your body. Now, if you won't relax your body, but just tightening up and trying to control it, you won't be able to shimmy fast, okay? So this is what's going to really determine your speed. And then, so when you get this, when you feel your body is relaxed, your bum is absolutely relaxing, then you hold. So shimmy, 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 hold. Shimmy, 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 hold. Shimmy, 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 shimmy. So that's how I get my students at the beginning into that basic step. Oh, I'm out of breath already. So 2 shimmy, hold, 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 2 shimmy, hold. And once you get that really into your body, that is where you can start playing with that. Okay, so now I don't know how many of you are here from Vegas. Excellent. Okay, let me just see, guys, because I know last time I missed some comments. Never saw a samba teaching that wasn't, but was good. Great teaching. I know, guys, I get that a lot. How can you do that when you're not Brazilian? I never even been to Brazil, guys, but I absolutely love it. I've been doing it for 20 years, learned from real Brazilians based in London. So I learned from the top, but I'm not really into the carnival, I must say, but I love the creating, I love the energy, and I love teaching. I'm very technical, I'm trained in Latin, so I understand how the body and the moves work. That's why I can teach so well, I think. So, and I've taught so many divas, queens, celebrities, and yeah, I absolutely love samba. So thank you, Brazilians. Okay, cool. So guys, here is my routine for today. What shoes would you normally wear doing samba? Heels, character shoes, never character shoes. Yes, Brazilian samba. I'm going to show you a good question, guys. Now, I personally, I do not, that's my personal reference, okay? I used to perform a lot, and when you wear the costumes, the bikinis, and when you are as a passista in the carnival or performing, yeah, samba shoes do the best. However, they're very strong, very hard. And to be honest, I was trying to team up with Capezio to work out the best samba shoes, because the samba shoes, the high platforms, they're amazing for the street. But I'm very creative, and when it comes to lots of variations, it's very challenging for your ankle. And for the health benefits, in long term, it's not very healthy. So I love the sandals, the Borum Latin sandals, because they have the flexibility. However, they're not the samba shoes, and Brazilian samba is Brazilian samba. This is what it is. But again, there are no rules. For me, there are no rules in any dancing, and I personally love the Malandro style, which is the male character samba, which is super creative and it's so much more relaxed. Lots of jumps, lots of twists, lots of turns, and lots of reverse turns and all that, where I am very restricted in heels. So I love the hats. For me, that's more sexy than the Brazilian, you know, the feathers. I am also an animal lover, so I don't really support the feathers. So that's again a personal choice. However, I love samba. So now how to join that too, how to actually be authentic in Brazilian samba and be in the carnival. As I said, I don't really like carnival, but doesn't mean I can't dance samba. So one, you don't need to be, or you don't have to really be in the carnival to actually be an amazing samba dancer or samba teacher, right? So it's all preferences. But I found my niche and my absolute passion in the malandro samba, and I find it really sexy. So I love the fringes, for example, or the suits, or you know, the corsets, or the tops, or just skirts, or you know, whatever you feel sexy in. And it doesn't have to be the feathers. So when it comes to shoes, again, I love flats. I love you know, barefoot as well. Anything that feels comfortable. But if you're somebody who is really into the carnival and the passista style, you will find that everybody's wearing those platforms and the real high heels, but they're quite hard. And if you feel that this is not for you, doesn't mean that you don't belong into the samba scene, or you shouldn't. There are so many different ways. Remember, guys, my message is always be you, express the way you feel. If you have the love and passion for the dance, just do it, find your way, and do it your way anyway. All right, so what style is more likely to be best to study? Again, I would love to, guys, give you a best advice, but my best advice is it have to come from you. So learn the basics. So what I'm teaching is learn the basics, and this is the basic which really speaks for all. So that is your samba. Okay, now if you are a passista or if you are in a carnival, you would wear the heels. And sorry for the mess, guys. So these are typical Brazilian samba shoes. You see the platform, they're very comfortable. You see the heels, but you can get the ones which are very chunky. I personally do not like dancing in those, okay? As I said, I'm very creative. I love dancing, messing around on the dance floor, and in those ones, I'm risking a lot. And I personally had a very serious foot injury and serious surgery as well, and since then I'm really careful when it comes to my feet and my legs. And for me, dancing is more important than looking good on the dance floor. I love to express, and I think that's more important than having the outfit and just looking the part. Okay, I want the dance. And once it comes to the style, again, have a look, malandro, ladies malandro style, and I'm gonna show you guys a little bit if that's what you are after. So you know, you can have, you know, the heads, but this is more kind of like incognito. It's more kind of relaxed. It has lots of that, you know, body work, and it's just more, for me, it's really sexy. And there is more and more girls are actually picking up and then fusing the both. So it's really up to you. A request to be in your live video. Okay, I don't know how to do that and why. Oh my god, I could never wear those. I'd be like a grand over. I'm a lyric and modern past ballet dancer. Yeah, so there is never too late to pick up another style. And I think the more style you dance, the better, because your body would adjust. And but if you are a ballet dancer, from my experiences, you need to kind of just learn how to isolate more and work with the isolations and the softness rather than the holding together. What style is more likely to be the best to study? Okay guys, can we go for the routine now? I know I would love to talk to you and ask me questions, send me questions, and here is my routine for today. So you're gonna do basics. So this is my right, okay? I agree with you, the dance is more important than the shoes, more creative. How do you spell the style you just said with the body work? Okay, I'm gonna write it down. Malandro style samba. Look into my look around on my Instagram page, which is Monica Molnar. I'm gonna write it down. Monica Molnar, Dance My Way. That's my Monica Molnar, Dance My Way, or Monica Molnar Samba. Yeah, so that's the Malandro style, and have a look around, and then you will see different styles. You can see my classes, what I do, lots of variations, and yeah, and then you figure out. But we're gonna do more, guys. I'm here every Monday. So okay, here is the routine. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 ronde, 6, 7 and 8, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Okay, so that's your routine. So for that you will need the basic steps. Okay, I'm gonna put the hat on so you just have a little visual. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 ronde, 7 and 8, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. And we're gonna go back to samba. Okay, so that's the routine for today. We're gonna go one more. So thanks, guys. So starting with the right, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 is gonna be the break. 7, 8, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6 ronde, 7 and 8, simple parabura step. Another one, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, break together, back to samba. So I'm gonna speed up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8, 1 and 2 and 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Samba, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. You can also find this little variation which I'm gonna start putting on my Instagram, because a lot of people are asking, and my students as well. So okay, guys, we're gonna do it to the music, and if you have any questions, I don't know if you are dancing with me or just watching, keep asking me questions, because probably that's becoming more of a chatting forum here. Go. Okay, so I don't know if you heard me. So when you do the lady style, on the heels, you got the feathers, bare bumps. So it's more into height. You're more elevating. So you're more using that feminine grace. And then I'm gonna do the same routine with the lady style. You see, on toes and samba. Now, the malandro style would be more grounding. It would be more using your shoulders. So it's like, it's a male character really. That cheeky guy, that you know, that very kind of the street guy, but really high profile, really elegant, really making sure that he's looking good, smart, with a hat on. And they're more incognito, so you wouldn't see the face. So that's more of that. You see? So it's more on the spot, or more grounding. So it's more than cool. So you have that in generally in, you know, like when in hip hop, it's more relaxed. It's more kind of like down to earth. Whereas when it comes to femininity, it's more elevating into the grace. So it's really, who is doing this class? My name is Monika Molnar. Dance My Way. Do you have a costume? You can show up what the ground is style called. That's more of a malandro style. And my name is Monika Molnar, and check out my website dancemyway.co.uk, where you can sign up for my classes based in London, Pineapple Dance Studios. Here we go. And you can find me there, or on Instagram, Monika Molnar, Dance My Way. So the male character is the malandro style. That's mainly for the guys, but the girls do that as well. And BLM movement. Sorry guys, sorry for my ignorance. What's BLM movement? Okay, all right, so we're gonna go for the routine one more. Ready? And if you have any questions to this, then have a look. So 5, 6, 7, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, step back, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Ronde, pas de bourre, and turn, step together. Samba, 1, 2, So guys, you pick whichever way you want to do that, with the grounding or more the elevating style. So the break 7-8 is when you start, so into the footwork. So basic samba, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now 7 and 8 is going to be the break. 7, push forward. 8 is going to be that step forward. 7 and replace. 8 and 1 and 2 side. Bring it in. Ronde, pas de bourre, behind. 1 and 2. Another pas de bourre to the right. Ta da ta ta ta. That's gonna be an end. And from here, just a simple turn. Step, step, together. Straight transfer to the left. Samba. I'm gonna do it from the back, if that makes more sense. But remember guys, black one is my right, okay? The phone is flipped over, so it's quite hard to follow, I figured. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Okay, and remember guys, always remember, it's weight transfer. You just really have to what stance were you trained in through your life? What drew you to Samba? Okay, good interrogation. I love that. I was a trained ballroom Latin since I was a child. Competed all my life, and then I was fed up with the guys constantly being dependent on a male partner, So when I wanted to train and dance, I was always needed a new partner because it was always something. And then when I came to London, I'm from Slovakia originally. When I moved to London, I discovered that Latin is actually a social dance. So before, we didn't have salsa or any of that stuff. And then I discovered salsa and all the original Latin dance styles, which I absolutely fell in love with. And then, but I realized the style was a little different. So I had to relearn the original style, which I loved. And then I learned salsa. And then I ended up in a dance group where we had lots of Brazilians, the original Brazilian crew in London. And then I started Samba. However, I hated Samba. Samba was one of those I just could not connect with because I could not understand. It was all about shaking the bums. And that time, it was 20 years ago really, in London, it was only the Brazilians, the real Brazilians who came from the carnival could do that. But they couldn't teach. I mean, no offense to anybody, you know, coming from the streets, they knew how to dance, but they didn't know how to teach it and how to pass it through. And it was always about have fun, and it's like this, just follow, it's like that. And it was so difficult to understand. I could not. So lots of us, we just couldn't dance it. And I found it, I used to struggle. I struggled a lot and I didn't like it. And I personally, I was quite arrogant coming from a ballroom background where all these high profile competitions and, you know, the Latin training and hardcore training, it was like a proper Russian ballet training in ballroom Latin. And, you know, all of a sudden, just street parties and carnivals, half naked, bare bums, and it wasn't for me at all. So I was like, I don't like it. However, the music really resonated with me and I loved the music and I just wanted to learn it. And then I figured that out. I decoded it and I started, I came up with Latin jazz, which was a solo version of Latin. And within my Latin jazz, I started applying Brazilian samba steps as well and started creating. And mine, that was around 20 years ago. And finally I nailed it and I could teach it. And I was the only one in London who was really teaching Brazilian samba. I had my classes and I had so many people who like instantly just picked it up and started dancing. And then I had a dance group and then we were performing, but we were very creative. So we were really creating lots of different steps and footwork and variations, which wasn't out there at that time. So it was all about just shaking and shaking and shaking and the sexy bumps and the feathers and all that. So we kind of started changing that notion, which was amazing. Today, when you look at Brazilian samba, is super creative, which is amazing because the more creative you are, the more you inspire others and the more you can just evolve, make the dance evolve. And there's just so much to grow to. And that's all it is, guys. So, and I'm not Brazilian, so, but I absolutely love it. So if many of you are watching who are Brazilians and still have that feeling that it's my dance, or Latinos, salsa people, Cubans and all this, guys, we all won, we all dance, we all love the dancing. And I get inspired when I create my samba moves or any of my choreographies. I do get inspired by so many different dance styles. So many, even my Brazilian samba steps. I get inspired by jive, rock and roll, Irish dance. I draw lots of inspiration because that's also lots of fast footwork. I get inspired by the Hungarian Csárdas. So, you know, lots of my footwork came out from the Hungarian Csárdas, for example. And then I started samba-sizing it, so integrating it in my Brazilian samba. And now I can see my moves and my steps and you know, being inspired by all over the world. And then lots of people are dancing it. So, you know, just get inspired instead of being scared that, oh my God, somebody's taking something away from it. It's so... I think it's in every dance style. It's in every dance mentality. So, guys, dancing is creative. Be creative, enjoy, use the music you want, and just learn the basics, because without solid basic you won't be able to create and then take it to the next level. So that is from me. I think we talked a lot today. It was more of a talking session than a dancing session, but look back, have a look around again, and then see the variation if it inspired you, if you want to learn that. And if not, I'll see you in my classes, or I just see you next week, and have fun. That was it from me today. I hope you enjoyed it, and send me questions, whatever you fancy. So see you guys next week. Big kiss. Bye.